In this quick video guide, I want to show you how you can export a file from Sketchup and import it into Unreal. Now, the first thing you need to do once you have launched the Unreal Engine launcher is to select which type of scene you want to create. Now, in my case, I've chosen the architecture template here and blank, but you can also use another one. For example, if you want to try it with a game, you can use one of these. So I'm going to start here with a blank project, and I will deactivate the starter content to create the scene faster. And I'm going to call this my project Unreal Sketchup 2, or I can also take off this and create. And in the meanwhile, let's open up also Sketchup. Now I have already a file prepared, but you can use any of your projects, or you can also use the 3D warehouse and download any model that you find, architectural model, and do the same thing. Now, one additional tool that you need is gonna be the Datasmith exporter. Now, this looks a little bit small, but it has everything you need, and it will work also in Unreal Engine 4. Well, actually, it works better at the moment in Unreal Engine 4 because this is only the early access to Unreal Engine 5. But it's still working, so even if this is just the beginning, we're gonna see how it works. So I've split my screen here, and well, let's first install the Datasmith exporter in SketchUp. And to do that, you need to reach this page, which is the plugins page for Datasmith exporter, and you will find this SketchUp Pro exporter. So if you search it on the web, just search for SketchUp Pro exporter, scroll down and go to the first link here from Unreal Engine. Click there, and you're gonna be in the page that you saw just a minute ago. Scroll down, look for SketchUp Pro exporter, and you can see here this is for mainly Unreal Engine 4.27, but you can use it for 5 already. And I believe that in the future they will make a more compatible version with the new version of Unreal Engine. So click here, and you're gonna find then the installer in your download folder. You can see here I've already installed it. Is this one here, Unreal Datasmith SketchUp exporter. And also you can check our other video guides about Rhino, about SketchUp, about Unreal Engine in the channel, and also how to import export. So just double click here and follow the instruction. So you can see that, well, I want to open this, not to install it. So let's open it. Just want to show you how it's gonna look. There you go. Now it's already installed, but the wizard is really simple. Just go forward and select your SketchUp version and finish. It's gonna take like 2 minutes. And once you finish to install it, you can go here and you should see that little toolbar appear. If it doesn't appear, or if you don't find it because it's too small, you can go here, right click, go to the toolbars, look for Datasmith. There it is, and open it up. Now, if you have Unreal Engine 4, you should be able to synchronize the two scenes, and you can check also the Datasmith direct link connection status from this other button here. But for the Unreal Engine 5, you need to export Datasmith's file. So select a folder. In my case, I've created here a Datasmith folder and created this file. Just type the name, and it's gonna save it as Datasmith format. This is the one that you need. So save it, and then we can go in Unreal Engine. Now in Unreal Engine, you can go to the content drawer here and just drag and drop files that will be then inserted into the content drawer, and then you can drag them and drop it inside the scene. But this doesn't work always at the moment, so you can try, for example, here to export in FBX, and that should work. but about the Datasmith format, you need to go and check if the Datasmith plugin is activated. So go here and check if you can see this. This will let you import Datasmith files. If it's not visible, you go to Edit, Plugins, and check if the Datasmith plugin is activated. Just type Datasmith in the search bar at the top and just see if this one here is activated. You can also activate the others if you want, for example, Cinema 4D or FBX, if you're using FBX. Now you need to restart Unreal Engine if these are not activated. So you need to activate it, restart the engine, and of course, if you need to restart Sketchup as well when you install Datasmith. Okay, and then we are ready. We can go to Content, Datasmith, navigate to your folder where you save it, and then open it up. Now we can create a new folder. Let's call this Sketchup Files and say OK. And now you can decide if you want to bring in geometry, materials and textures, lights, cameras, animations, and import it. And there you go. Now I have selected a really simple scene here. I can also delete the platform there of the default template. And you can see here I have cameras that I have created in SketchUp. So I can use the scenes panel here in SketchUp to prepare some cameras that then I can export in Unreal Engine. Well, the lights of SketchUp are really simple because we have sun and sky, and you have sun and sky also here in Unreal Engine. Now, for the materials, you can see I also imported the materials right away. I didn't need to create any, but surely I need to fix them or customize them later on here in Unreal Engine. So lights, materials, cameras are fine. Animation, we have to test that, but the models also need to be fixed, some models. Now I'm gonna try to explain to you what's happening. Now this model displays fine because probably these are all closed solids, so they don't have the only surfaces, but they are complete 3D models. Now when you have a simple surface, and I'm gonna show you in just a minute, you're gonna see that surface right if you are on the front side of your mesh, but if you are in the back side of the mesh, it's gonna be invisible here, so you need to fix that. So some model will work fine, other will give problems, like this one here, which is probably all messed up in terms of normals and the face orientation. So this depends on the model basically. But let me show you here in SketchUp. So this wall, okay, I'm gonna change the view here. Okay, now this wall here is not a complete solid. It's not a closed object. So it's a simple surface. If I delete this, you can see it's just one surface, and this will not work correctly. It needs some fixing. While these columns here are perfect 3D models or instances in SketchUp, and they work fine. So make sure that you have, well, also the front part here, because I actually have two surfaces. One is that, and then I have the other surface there. So when you have always the surface that's gonna be on the front side, it's gonna be okay. But if you look at the same face, or call it face, call it polygon, call it mesh, call it whatever you want, in the back side it's not gonna be visible. So you need to fix that and work with that. And well, this is just an introduction, and if you enjoyed, please subscribe to the channel, support us also by joining. If you want to ask questions, please write it in the comments. Also suggestions for other users, anything that can be helpful and useful to the community. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.